Franklin TV Sports presents Franklin High School Boys Hockey. Tonight on a beautiful fall night in Franklin, Mass., the Panthers, with the number 9 power ranking in the state, take on their arch rivals, the Warriors of King Philip High School, who come to town with a record of 4-8. The Panthers are 10-2-1. Hi, neighbors, and welcome to our telecast. I'm Pete Royce, working alongside Chris Leverone. So glad you're with us for this dandy of a matchup here on the beautiful turf of Franklin High School. Franklin pretty much dominating play in the Hockomock, 10-2-1, 8-2-1 in the league. It's been a bit of an up and down year for King Philip. They're 4-8, but as Coach Fran Bositis told me before the game, they are a good team. They're capable on any given night of taking you to the limit. And he feels with the great coach that they have in Mike O'Neill, who is the father of the Franklin High player. Well, that would be Andrew O'Neill. That's quite an interesting fact. They are so well coached that this should be a dandy of a game. He expects a tough match tonight. Franklin in the home blue with white numerals and pink stockings for breast cancer awareness month actually, and King Philip in the traveling white with black trim. The officials for today's game are Dennis Luis and Dan Murphy. We have the kick, and it's going to the Panthers. We're underway here from Varsity Stadium. Just a gorgeous night for playing in this mid-fall type of weather, and it's beautiful with the Panthers out on the field right now against their rivals, King Philip. Kryzak goes back to it, and he does intercept it. Franklin will be going from left to right. 62 degrees at game time here tonight. This is Will Clausen. This is seniors night. We'll talk about all the seniors on Franklin, and many of them got a start here tonight. So we'll talk about that as we get along. This is worked up on the right wing for Trey Lovell. Back and forth it goes to Max Tobin. And it's going to be kicked out. Let's see if they're going to give a goal kick to the Warriors of King Philip. Just underway. And in goal for the visitors is Connor O'Reilly, a senior. And in goal for the Panthers is Jack Perlman, because their usual starter, Griffin Tolanen, is out sick. Ball is sent back, and it'll be thrown in by the Panthers. Just underway here. The lights have not quite taken full effect. Sinelli works it back to Clausen. Clausen back to Kane. And the Panthers will go back to Perlman in goal, who'll kick it out. Ball comes to midfield and settled down by the Warriors under Coach Mike O'Neill in his 4th year. The Panthers coached by Fran Bositis in his 52nd year. As Coach O'Neill told me before the game, I'm just a puppy compared to Coach Bositis on the other end. KP sends it in, cleared out by the Panthers. And racing for it there. Coming up with it is Matthew Thompson, a senior for KP. Ball will be out of bounds, throw in for the Panthers on the far side. Kryzak too strong as he tried to chip it back, and taken back by Matthew Crago. It's a rush on the right side. Going back for the Panthers, and coming out of goal is Perlman to make the stop for Franklin. No score, just underway here from Varsity Stadium. Good crowd gathering. Perlman booms a punt. Headed forward the other way by Gavin Scagliarini. He started today. Gavin, a senior. We'll talk about the seniors. I asked Coach Bositis about all of his seniors, and I'll try to tell you throughout the course of the day of the game what he said about them. Nice give and go on the right side. Coming up with it is Josh Dunlap. He's a senior. Dunlap tries to get to it. He cannot. Is this going to be a corner? We'll see how they rule it. I think it is. It should be, let's see. No, they're going to say it was off of Dunlap. It's going to be a goal kick coming the other way for KP. This is Connor O'Reilly. He'll go low. And KP from their own end tries to work it out. Kicked out of bounds. Throw incoming for Dunlop. Kane keeps it back to Dunlop. To Costa. The Panthers will set up their offense by going back. Good work there by Sinelli to avoid the trouble. Sends it back to Perlman. He's got to kick it because it came from a player, his teammate. Headed nicely by KP and a foul called against the Warriors. Ten seniors on the Franklin team. They were honored pregame. Their parents and guardians were also on the field. KP drives it on the right wing. They're coming in. Going down with it was Kane, but it's kept in, and now Clausen has to be careful for avoiding a corner, and he blasted out and out of bounds behind the Franklin bench. Throw in coming on the far side for the Warriors of King Philip Regional. Long throw in. Headed out by Sinelli. Kryzak tries to get through. He does manage to get it to Kane. Out in front to Gavin Scagliarini. Back in the center for Lovell. He chips it on the right wing. Costa cannot get to it. Kicked out. It'll be a throw-in coming for the Panthers. This is Josh Dunlap with the honors for Franklin. This ball is taken back the other way and out of bounds. And Dunlop will throw it in. Kane. And that's going to be kicked out by KP. And that'll make the bleachers. KP is going to kick it out again. Dunlop fires one in. Chipped by Lovell. He goes up for it. Everybody hitting it with their head. Now it falls down. And Kane does a good job in boxing out. He saves it for Lovell, who unloads. It's too strong. It goes over everything. Out of bounds. Goal kick coming for the Warriors. They're going to leave it for a field player. No, it's going to be O'Reilly, who chips it over to a teammate. Franklin pretty much dominating the side of the field we've been playing on. It's been the KP side for the most part. But here come the Warriors. This is Thomas Lemusio, stolen, and this is Kryzak. Kryzak puts a move on, controls the ball, does not go out of bounds. Kryzak back out to Dunlop. He's going to unload, and that's going to sail into the waiting arms of Connor O'Reilly. High floater by the Panthers. It just sailed down right to O'Reilly, and the Warriors started back. Coach Mike O'Neill was telling us he's so impressed with the Panthers, and that's a trip there on Matthew Crago. He feels they're just so talented, so solid, top to bottom. He has a lot of respect for the Franklin Panthers. This is Noah Kane. Panthers setting up the wall to the far side. Kane comes through. He's going to send it right in front. Ball was loose, chipped, but it was blocked. Franklin had a good second chance for that. Kryzak blocks it. Now it's going to go out of bounds. The referee hauls it in. That's Dan Murphy. Dunlop back to Kane. Kane for Max Tobin out of bounds. Franklin will have it again. Kane. See what they're going to call here. Thought it was hit back by KP, but they say no. They say it was off Kane. And a goal kick coming for Connor O'Reilly. Played about 10 minutes in this one. No score. Kane goes off his head. picked up by Matthew Crago. He'll send it wide. A player out there all alone, but he chipped it. He kind of went premature and tried to tap it forward. I thought if he kept running with it, he would have had a chance to go in, perhaps alone on Perlman. So Perlman getting the start here tonight in the absence of Griffin Tolanen. This is Jack Perlman. He'll just drop it on the right side. Sinelli, what a stalwart he's been on defense for the Panthers. Not only this year, but his entire career. Panthers quickly take it upfield, and there's a push called, and the foul is called on Oliver Blackburn. Free kick coming for the Panthers. This will be a direct kick from about midfield. We were watching Sinelli before the game. He and Clausen were exchanging 55-yard boots to one another across the width of the field. It was the thing to watch. And now it's Lovell, blast one out of bounds off of body of King Phillip. Throw in for the Panthers, and it'll go over to Josh Dunlop. Dunlop loops it strong, right in front, dribbling it forward, and Costa just barely got a leg on it, just went forward a few feet. And ball skips over a KP player. Nice steal by Kryzak. Nice centering pass. This is Gavin Scagliarini. He can't shoot. His shot was blocked. And out comes KP. Kryzak turned that play in beautifully. Fast break on the far side. Ball is hugging the sideline and it stays in bounds. Now it rolls out, and Will Clausen will throw it in for the Panthers. In front of all the numbers, see the numbers on the far side there on the fence. Those are the seniors honored here tonight on senior night. Ball is sent back, and Clausen will send it to Noah Kane. He can't get to it. Kept in by Crago. And now Ben Costa controls it. For Kane, player coming up behind him, he gets some help from his teammates. Out on the right side. Almost a steal it is. No, it's not a steal. Sinelli has it. And Sinelli will drive it out of trouble. Headed there by Gavin Scagliarini. This is Kryzak to Lovell, and the Panthers set up again. Ben Costa, he'll go back. Sinelli. Nice play on the right wing for Gavin Scagliarini. For Dunlop, sends it forward. Blocked by KP, throw-in coming for Dunlop, and some subs coming into the game on the far side. Terry O'Neill coming in. Also coming in is Garrett Scagliarini. Going out is Gavin Scagliarini, the senior, on senior night. And also going out is Max Tobin on senior night. Unofficially, about 27-20 left in the first half. And Costa. So some of the seniors played about 13 minutes to start. Other seniors are still in there. Sinelli bodies up his opponent and wins the battle. Back to Clausen. He drives when too strong on the far side at midfield. It'll be a throw-in coming for the Warriors. 4-8 on the season for King Phillip. Franklin 10-2-1. The number 8 power ranking in the state belongs to the Franklin High Panthers. Garrett Scagliarini back to Will Kryzak. Lovell can't get to it. It's kicked out by KP. Throw-in coming for Ben Costa. He quickly gets it down. Coming in is Terry O'Neill. He's all alone. He shoots in a save. O'Neill went near side, short corner, and O'Reilly was right there. There might have been a better look if Terry went to the left side, but that's where he chose to go. And the save of the night by Connor O'Reilly keeps it scoreless. And a corner coming for the Panthers. It'll be Noah Kane. The wall to the left. Kane sends it right through. It comes through everybody. It's going to go out of bounds. No, it's going to be kept in on the far side by Garrett Scagliarini. Bradley Herndon is in the game now. That was the look of the night so far. O'Neill just missed and is too far. You know, the O'Neills are an interesting story. We mentioned Mike O'Neill is the coach of KP, and last year there was Terry O'Neill on this team and Andrew O'Neill, and Terry graduated. He's playing for Stonehill, Division I school, and he's playing every minute, according to Coach Mike O'Neill. But he said when he was here, Terry, he scored in every KP game. And Andrew has an assist in the KP game. So he said the pressure is on Andrew to kind of come up with a goal here tonight. But it's a bittersweet moment because his father is coaching against him. Such are the travails of coaching in the Hockomock between Franklin and their rivals, King Philip Regional. Still scoreless here in this one. And wouldn't it that something if O'Neill had buried that? Just like his father was saying, the pressure was on him to score. He almost did. Costa sends it through. It's headed, though, and blocked by KP. And they thwart the drive. Garrett Scagliarini will box out and win the throw-in for his teammate, Bradley Herndon. Nice play back to Herndon, but it goes too strong and out of bounds. It'll be King Philip on the throw-in. Played about 16 minutes, no score. So glad you're with us, fans. We're streaming live on the internet, on YouTube. We're also live on Franklin TV. Been getting a lot of good feedback that you fans are watching the games. Coaches have talked to us about it. Opposing coaches. KP with a rare drive upfield, and it's headed there and too strong. A great play for KP, and that was their chance of the game as it was one-on-one, and the header was taken by Turag Iqbal, and he almost had the first goal of the night, but he sent it too strong and too high. And the Panthers will come back upfield with it. Kryzak with that good footwork. Costa sent forward by Garrett Scagliarini. Terry O'Neill is there. Andrew O'Neill is there. I'm sorry, Terry is his graduated brother. Hustling for it on the far end for the Panthers is Wyatt Herndon, and hustle is the word because he's got great speed. Headed there by Andrew O'Neill, but it's off. Wyatt Herndon, he's something to watch in the open field. He's in the game right now. Contact, but no foul called, and Lovell will send it to the back line of the Panthers. Kane with a nice pass. Kicked out by the Panthers. It'll be a throw-in coming for King Philip Regional. Franklin's last few games, 2 wins, 2 shutouts over Stoughton and Zavarian. KP played a tough game against Mansfield just the other night, and they lost 3-2, their second loss in a row. They lost to Oliver Ames 2-0. These two teams played earlier in the season, and Franklin defeated KP at KP 2-0. Throw-in coming for the Warriors. Very much in this game, and that's what Coach Besitis said. They're capable of giving you a tough game. Driven in but blocked by Franklin. Out to midfield. Kryzak gets the move away from 2 defenders. Couldn't get it, though, to Andrew O'Neill. And with it back the other way is Thomas Meter for King Philip Regional. Ball out of bounds off of KP. Throw-in coming for Bradley Herndon. So Hansi Jakes is coming into the game for the first time. The tall, talented player for the Panthers. And it's sent back. Clausen covers it up for Franklin. And Sinelli for Jakes for his first touch. And Jakes controls. Jakes sends it away for Terry O'Neill. Andrew O'Neill. Throw-in coming for Jakes. He's going to go deep. Oh, it was defended well. That should be a corner coming up for the Panthers. Another corner coming up. Let's see who takes it for Franklin. It's going to be on the near side, and it's Noah Kane. On the front wall for the Panthers is going to be Wyatt Herndon, Garrett Scagliarini, Andrew O'Neill, Rex Sinelli, and Hansi Jakes. Kane's crosser is hit out by the goalkeeper, and a shot, a blast there by Honekamp. Matt Honekamp is in the game. That went off a KP player. They got some open space on the right side, does KP, but Clausen stops the drive. Sends it to Lovell. Trey out in front. Coming through on the right side is O'Neill. He sends one through, a one-hopper. It's gathered in there by Connor O'Reilly of KP. The steal here by Kane. Kane out in front for O'Neill again. And it's blocked, and it's going to go on the sidelines. Throw-in coming for the Panthers. So Andrew O'Neill has had a couple of good attempts. Nothing to show for it yet. 19:22 unofficially left in the first half. Hansi Jakes will throw it in for the Panthers. He'll run up and send it strong. Headed back, but right on goal. It went off a KP player towards their own goal, and O'Reilly had to make the save on his own teammate. This ball is coming through, and it's chipped away by the Panthers on a great hustle play by Bradley Herndon. Herndon battling for it there. Goes out of bounds. It's going to go to KP. I think they called the foul on Herndon, throwing for KP. Just a beautiful night here in Franklin. KP struggling for it. One there by Trey Lovell. He just took it away from his opponent. Back we go for the Panthers. Working that patented passing that they do so well, but it skips a player. And back, and Sinelli stops it. Rex. Head for Wyatt Herndon, out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in coming for King Philip Regional. And that's headed the other way. And now it's going to stay in bounds. Heavy traffic at midfield. Wyatt Herndon goes in and makes his presence known well. This is Matt Honekamp. Matthew sends it out. This is Wyatt Herndon. He's got the speed. Can he get to it? No, he can't. It's sent over, but it's going to be a corner. It's going to be a corner coming up for the Panthers. Wyatt Herndon tried to get to it, but that KP defender also had good speed. And so we'll set up the wall again. Let's see who's going to send the ball in for the Panthers. It's not going to be Kane this time. And it's going to be Trey Lovell. So Lovell will have it. He just sends it to Kane. Now Kane puts it in. So the little pass play, Franklin works a little bit of a deke there. It was Lovell with a little tip to Kane, and then he unloaded. Here's Lovell again. And he's going to send it through. It comes all the way through in front. It just went by everybody. It went behind Jake, so he was in pretty good position. Goal kick coming for KP. So an interesting play on the corner by the Panthers. They almost cashed it in on the rebound. Herndon can't keep it in. Now he gets back to it. And he does steal it. Bradley Herndon. His effort pays off. Coming back the other way is KP. And they work a couple of passes for a rare occasion. Jakes, and there's a push-off. It's going to be called on Honekamp, and a throw-in coming for KP. Now it's going to be a free kick. So they can set up a wall here, and with it is going to be Dermot Amorin. And he's going to defer to Thomas Lemusio. This is Lemusio right in front. It's taken back by the Panthers. And Jakes tries to get to it, cannot. It's sent away to midfield and kept in by KP. Now they send it forward. Honekamp back to Clausen. Kane, good footwork at midfield. A little more pressure put on by KP, forcing the action a little bit. Some good checking up front. Honekamp goes back and he's going to kick it right out of bounds. Will it head for the end zone? No, it won't hit the end line, it hits the sideline. So just a throw in coming for KP. And sub coming in. Coming in for the first time now for the Panthers, I believe, is Michael Fernandez-Martin. And going out on the far side is Andrew O'Neill. So throw in coming for KP, off just nearly in the corner. And there's the throw. It's in front, all Panthers with it. Hansi Jakes. Jakes out for Fernandez-Martin. Garrett Scagliarini. This is Fernandez-Martin. He gets to it. Martin again with it. Martin shoots it. It's a two-hopper, throws through. It goes through. Michael Fernandez-Martin scored. I think Connor O'Reilly nonchalanted it. It was a couple of hoppers holding his hands over his head. How could I let that go? Michael Fernandez-Martin just inserted into the game. How about that move by Coach Bositis? His score comes at 14-27, 1-0 Franklin. O'Reilly couldn't believe he let that ball go. It just kept coming at it. A couple of bounces, he went down to pick it up, and it hopped right over him and into the corner of the net. So Michael Fernandez-Martin puts the Panthers on the board. They lead it 1-0. Just more than midway through now. The goal comes at 14-27, remaining in the first half. Jakes, nice move by Jakes. He turned around and hit it backwards with his other foot, and he steals it. Contact. Garrett Scagliarini. KP trying to get to it. They cannot. Honekamp, he faked the shot and faked out the defender who bit on it, Matthew Crago, and is still back to the Panthers. Now KP sends it in, headed there, but Sinelli will settle it down with his leg. For Jakes, Honekamp drills it forward. It gets through, now at midfield. Garrett Scagliarini. For Lovell, gets too strong, sent out to midfield, and an injury timeout here. And it looks like the player's okay, but the referee wasn't sure of that. That's Dennis Luis. And it's going to be a free kick coming for KP, deep in their own end. And they blast one up. Sinelli, perfect play by Sinelli. What a powerful hit. That's a fly ball there. Coming down, it just glances off a KP player, but he maintained control. Now it's kicked over to the sideline. Nice move here by KP. This player's got a lot of talent with his handling skills. But Lovell teams up with the teammate to force the steal. This is Jakes. Jakes looks upfield. He's going to send one through on the left side, and it's going to be a save by Connor O'Reilly. Flying up on the left side was Wyatt Herndon. Jakes knew he was there, and he made a pass that almost went through. Here's Jakes again. Hansi, he's going to shoot it. That's wide. It's going to be picked up by O'Reilly in goal. Unofficially 12-12 left here in the first half. So glad you're with us here on Franklin TV and streaming worldwide on the internet on YouTube. Tight game, 1-0. Jakes just steals it. Oh, he is so talented. Scagliarini will send it back to Rex Sinelli. Out towards midfield. Scagliarini tries to get to it. KP is there. And a whistle stops play. Let's see who they're going to award it to. Oh, a sub coming in. That's reason for the stoppage. Ben Costa is coming in. And going out is going to be Hansi Jakes. Throw in coming for the Panthers. Thrown in by Connor Brown, who's in the game. KP back on it. Matthew Crago, very talented for the Warriors, but Franklin comes out with it. This is Sinelli, hits it to himself, dribbles upfield, and his shot is blocked and taken out of bounds by KP. Throw in coming for Matthew Honekamp, the talented sophomore, to Ben Costa, one of 10 seniors on the team. Of Costa, Coach Basitis said he's smart and skillful and creative. Scagliarini back to Will Clausen. Garrett Scagliarini keeps it in bounds and gets the ball back from a teammate. 10 minutes, so roughly 10 minutes left in the first half. Too strong. Lovell makes heavy contact there with Matthew Thompson, and Thompson sends it strong downfield. Honekamp along his back line. Good pressure here by KP. Nice give and go, but blasted forward, and this is going to be a corner. No, this is going to be a it should be a goal kick coming for the Panthers. Remember, Griffin Tolanen, the normal starter, is out sick, and Jack Perlman gets the nod in goal for Coach Fran Basitis. Throw in coming for KP. Panthers trying to fight that defensive pressure put on by KP. It hops over Scagliarini, kicked out of bounds, throw in coming for Ben Costa. This is Ben. Out on the far side, out of bounds. We mentioned Perlman in goal. The senior, though, is Tolanen, and he's out sick. Of Tolanen, coach called him an excellent goalie with an excellent career here at Franklin. How about that? Contact but no foul. Scagliarini sent deep. Franklin right there. Definitely Franklin more of the passing finesse team. It seems like KP more going for the home run balls. And that's the skill set that Coach Mike Griffin of KP acknowledged that Franklin has. Ability to play skillfully, top to bottom, as he called it. Sinelli sends it on the left wing for Noah Kane. Kane, good work. Comes through. His crosser is in front. Scagliarini went to Fernandez Martin. A sky-high blast here. Honekamp, and a whistle foul. Foul called, I believe, on Honekamp. And the ball will go to KP. KP sends one to midfield. It's going to stay in bounds. It gets by Clausen. Here's a break for KP. Now it goes out to midfield. Scagliarini tried to kick it to himself, could not, and that's an offside call against KP. We mentioned Will Clausen, senior. Coach called him an excellent defender. Gavin Scagliarini started. Coach called him a very good role player, very smart player, someone he can count on. Free kick for the Panthers. Under 6:45 to go in the first half, unofficially. Clausen heads it back. It's going to go out of bounds. No, it's kept in by the Panthers. The race for it. Trey Lovell. Stutter step move for Honekamp. Matthew chips it forward back to Honekamp on the give and go. Honekamp stops it beautifully. Nice fake there by Honekamp. Blasted out of bounds by KP. Honekamp with a lot of skills there on display. More subs coming in. And for the Panthers, it's going to be Will Kryzak re-entering. Of him, coach called him tenacious. A bulldog is Will Kryzak, according to Coach Fran Bositis. One player is not here today is Vignant Karmarthi. He's a senior. Coach called him very well skilled. Trying to give you a little thumbnail on each of these seniors as presented to us by Coach Bositis before the game tonight on senior night. Kane kept in by the Panthers. Now it rolls out. Bradley Herndon drops it in front for Kane. He's double teamed, still comes out with it. Kicked out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in coming for King Philip. Max Tobin, starting senior. Coach called him very skillful. Very smart as well. Under 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Unofficially. For the last 2 minutes of the half, the clock will be controlled by the officials on the field. And it looks like Garrett Scagliarini wants to come in. The referee is going over to Coach Bositis. Now he walks right by him. And Scagliarini will come out. Throw in for the Panthers. Sent out deep and into the KP zone. They hit it back to their goalkeeper. Because it was off the head of a teammate, I believe that's why O'Reilly can pick it up. If it was off a leg, he could not. He has a strong leg out of goal. Wow, what a blast that was. Costa for Honekamp. KP, more pressure here. Headed the other way. O'Neill goes down and he's fouled. And it'll be a free kick for the Panthers with under 3:30 left unofficially at midfield for Kane. Let's see how he plays it here. And now it's going to be Clausen who's going to take it. And he drives it strong. In front is Kryzak. Settled down, chipped out by O'Neill to Kane, and he puts a two-hopper in on Connor O'Reilly for the save with unofficially 3 minutes now left in the first half. 1-0. Franklin on top. O'Reilly punts it. Costa. Back to KP, and a foul called here against Lovell. Be a free kick for KP once they get the ball back from just inside midfield. And looks like to take it, one of the tallest players on the team, and that is Thomas Meter. This is Meter. He goes through. His entry pass is strong, still alive in the zone. Controlled by KP. They can't get a shot off, and now Franklin clears some space. Racing for it is O'Neill. He can't get to it before it goes out of bounds. Coming up on 2 minutes to go in the half. Ball is sent back. Controlled by the Panthers. This is Noah Kane. Kane's pass is blocked. And KP comes through traffic. That's a push on Trey Lovell. This is going to be an excellent opportunity for KP. Right in the middle of the field, a free direct kick. Let's see who takes it for the Warriors. It's going to be Matthew Crago right in front. Here's Crago. He sends it forward in front, but the defense was there, and the ball goes onto the end line. Goal kick coming the other way. So 2 minutes up on the big scoreboard, and the referees control the clock on the field. KP with some good pressure here in the latter stages of this first half. And they win the throw-in. And and that's blocked on Costa's attempt to clear, and that's going to be in front and a save by Perlman. Not a full strength hit by KP, but one that rolled in on Perlman, and he made the save. And Jack Perlman will punt it, and he puts a strong leg to it. I mean, a strong leg. O'Neal looks at it, takes a high hop. The Panthers can't keep it in and is kicked back. Now Lovell sends it back the other way. KP returns the honor. Back to midfield it goes. Max Tobin comes through, and a stoppage in play, a foul called against KP, and the Panthers will have a free kick. Right in the middle of the field. Now a little bit off to the left to the hash mark, and Noah Kane has it teed up with that powerful leg. Here comes Kane. He's going to send it through in front. The backward kick by Sinelli, and the save. The save by O'Reilly. Good play by the Panthers. How about Sinelli going backwards with his kick? Clausen chases it back, and he's going to send it out of bounds. No, it's kept in by the Panthers. And now it's kicked out. So we're under 2 minutes to go unofficially here in the first half. 1-0. Franklin with the lead. Well played game. KP throws it in. Blasted out by the Panthers to midfield and beyond. Headed the other way, though, by KP. Andrew O'Neal. This is Ben Costa. He's fighting an opponent, and it's stolen by Matthew Crago. Sends one in, but Clausen stops it. Now he heads it. Contact there with Costa and his opponent. Kept in by KP, and the ricochet rolls into the arms of Jack Perlman. And there's the double whistle, and the first half has come to an end. Not a lot of scoring, but a well-played first half. As Michael Fernandez Martin was the only one to score in this game. He belongs to the Panthers at 14:27 of the first half. He put one home on a roller that Connor O'Reilly just could not stop. And that's your 1-0 lead, and that lead has carried forward for the last 14:27 of this half, and we stay that way at halftime. So 40 exciting minutes coming up. We're going to take a break in our coverage here. It's about a 10-minute break, and we'll be back with the exciting second half. You're watching Franklin High School Soccer on Franklin TV and streaming worldwide on the internet on YouTube. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Welcome back, fans, to Piscini Stadium on the beautiful Franklin High campus. We get ready to start the second half of boys soccer. Franklin in the home blue with the white numerals and white trim and pink stockings for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and King Philip Regional in the traveling white with a little bit of dark, I believe, green numerals, and also wearing red stockings. It's 1-0. Franklin with the lead. Pete Royce on hand. Our camera operator tonight is Melissa Marchese, and our producer and our director today is Chris Leverone. So glad you're with us. 40 minutes to go. Franklin, the number 9th power-ranked team in the state of Massachusetts in high school soccer, against their arch rivals, same division, King Philip Regional, and they're here on the road tonight. Franklin 10-2-1 on the season, and King Philip comes over to town with a record of 4 up in 8 losses. The officials, Denise Lewis and Dan Murphy. Murphy, the taller one, out in the middle of the field. And it'll be KP with the kickoff to start the second half. They'll be going from left to right across your screen. Franklin will be going from right to left. In goal for the Panthers, Jack Perlman, because their starting goalie, normal starter, Griffin Tolan, is out sick. And for King Philip, defending their goal will be Connor O'Reilly, the senior. We're waiting for the final start here. Officials look over the field, having a little conversation on the far side. And now they're ready to commence the second half. He points to both goalies. They give him the thumbs up. And there's the whistle, and KP takes the kick back. King Philip, pretty good game in the first half, but here Franklin steals it. Ball will be kicked out on the far side. And it looks like a throw-in coming for the Warriors of King Philip Regional. Play in front of the Franklin bench. Franklin with a nice move by Garrett Scagliarini. This is senior night. We profiled a couple of little thumbnail sketches of a few seniors. We'll do more of this in the second half, as they were honored before the game with their parents and guardians. A nice through ball here for KP. Sinelli will take it back, and he'll let the ball go across the back line. Another senior for Franklin is Trey Lovell. And coach said he's an excellent player, a leader, who's been a great captain for the Panthers, Trey Lovell. Perlman has it teed up along his goal crease. And here comes Jack Perlman from the ground. He goes to midfield and beyond. And it's chipped out by KP. Throw-in coming on the far side for the Panthers. They hustle it up, fire it there, blocked. Lovell, of whom we just spoke, sends it on the left wing, intended there for Wyatt Hearn, a little bit behind him, and he couldn't get the pass. KP's Matthew Crago, some fancy work there. Stolen by Noah Kane. And Franklin sends it back out near midfield. This is Bradley Herndon. He'll go deep to Sinelli. Over to Will Clausen. Will, in front of the KP bench. Ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for Ben Costa for the Panthers. 1-0, Franklin with the lead just underway here in the second half on a beautiful night here in Franklin in mid-fall. Scagliarini looked like he was held, and yes, there's the call finally, and it's going to be a free kick for the Panthers. Kane will have it. Kane comes forward. His centering pass is through, comes all the way through, kept in, and now hit back. Franklin will let it roll. It hits the post, the corner post. And what's the call there? I'm not sure what the ruling is when it hits the corner, the actual post, the flag. It hit the pin. They're going to give it to the Panthers on a throw-in. And now it's kicked out. And so it'll be Bradley Herndon throws it in again. Kane tries to get to it. It's kept in by Kryzak. Will on the left wing. Scagliarini looked like he was held. He gets the shot off. A line drive shot. And right into the arms of Connor O'Reilly in goal for King Philip. Looked like Scagliarini was held, but he fired it away. Punt here by O'Reilly, a big one. Panthers can't get to it. Beisel kicked there by KP, and it's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in coming for Bradley Herndon. This is Wyatt Herndon. With it now was William Bowen. Now over to Neelam McGrath. Franklin steals it. They'll go to their own end. It hops through, intended there for Wyatt Herndon. Wyatt gets it back to his brother, Bradley Herndon. Franklin player takes the spill, and that is going to be Trey Lovell. He got down. Scagliarini has a player in front. The goalkeeper's out of position, and it was sent out, and that, I believe, is going to be a throw-in. I don't think it hit the back line. Whoa, the goalkeeper came way out on that play. Left the goal pretty vulnerable. And let's see if they're going to call a corner. They are going to give a corner to the Panthers. This is going to be Kane. He delivers it in front. Goes out of bounds on the far side. A throw-in coming from the other side. Early on still here in the second half. Kryzak double-teamed. Gets it to a teammate. And a whistle and a foul called against the Panthers. Throw-in coming for King Philip. They're 4-8 on the season. The Panthers 10-2-1. But as coach told us before the game, they're a very tough team, very capable of taking you to the limit. Kane settles it back down. Panthers go backwards with it. Sinelli eludes him, and here comes KP on the break. KP right in front. The blast is chipped out, I believe, and that'll be past the goal line. I think it went off Franklin. No, it's going to be a goal kick for the Panthers, and taking it will be Jack Perlman. He just drops it on the right wing for Sinelli. Rex unloads for Andrew O'Neill. Kept in by the Panthers. Kane coming in on the ball now. Kane, 360 spin. Sends it on the right side. Gets his teammate there. Trey Lovell, hesitation move, double team, still charging. Lovell gets to the ball, and a whistle stops play. Lovell was about to enter a good scoring opportunity, but I think they called a foul on him. It'll be a free kick coming for King Philip deep in their own end, right outside their corner. Blasted out there by KP's Patrick Sullivan. The starters tonight for Franklin been Gavin Scagliarini, Will Clausen, Will Kryzak, Ben Costa, Max Tobin, Trey Lovell, Connor Brown, Josh Dunlap, Noah Kane, Rex Sinelli, and Jack Perlman. Throw in for KP. Played about 7.5 minutes here in the second half. 1-0, Franklin holding on to a lead established by a blast by Michael Fernandez Martin with 14:27 to go in the first half. That's been it scoring-wise. Pretty evenly played game, although the Panthers have had more opportunities in the scoring zone. This is Kryzak. Gets it back for Costa, left-footed boot in front for Wyatt Herndon. O'Neill with the save. We talked about Andrew O'Neill, and it might have hit the post. I'm not sure if O'Reilly got a hand on it. What a opportunity for Andrew O'Neill. His dad is the coach of King Philip. Interesting discussion at dinner, I'm sure. Throwing Henry from the corner. It's in front. It's loose. The second ball is kicked wide. It was a corner for the Panthers. Now it's chased down, is kept in by KP, but Franklin steals it out in front. And O'Reilly comes out against the charging Trey Lovell. And O'Reilly makes the save. O'Reilly with two good saves here in this last couple of minutes. Action heating up on the pitch. Sinelli, he makes contact. KP player goes down, no call. Chipped forward by Costa. Garrett Scagliarini to Lovell on the far side. With it now is Kryzak. Franklin controlling it. Scagliarini comes out of the pack with it. Lovell, centering pass is blocked, and it goes out of bounds. Wait for the officials. Some subs coming in. Hansi Jakes is coming in, and Matt Honekamp are coming into the game for Franklin. Going out, Garrett Scagliarini and Wyatt Herndon with 30-19 left here in the game. Hansi Jakes with the honor. Deep throw in. It's headed in front of the goal and now saved by O'Reilly. What a throw in by Jakes. O'Reilly throws it on the right wing. Gets to an open teammate there. Jakes covering. Jakes disrupted things and wins the play and wins the ball for the Panthers. Bradley Herndon looking for Jakes, can't get to him. And here come the Warriors. Left-footed boot. Hustling for it is Costa. And also hustling for it there is Braden Lynn. Lynn tries to center it, cannot. Costa defending well. And what's going to be the call here? Throw in coming for Ben Costa. He earned that one. Costa gets it out to Andrew O'Neill. Back to Kryzak. Will gets through two for O'Neill. Back to Kryzak. It's kept in by Will. He goes down, and there's a delayed whistle and a foul called against KP. And the Panthers will have a free kick. Sinelli has it teed up, and he goes deep with it, right up the middle. Jakes is out there. He heads it. The ball is loose and cleared out of there. But Trey Lovell keeps it in for the Panthers. And his shot is in front, and the shot by Honekamp was actually well, let's check that out. It was not Honekamp. Let's check out who that was. That was Andy O'Neill, who had a possible look. He couldn't get good wood on it, and the ball sailed wide. Beautiful pass by Jakes. KP quickly gets it out near midfield, now beyond. Under 30 to go. Honekamp races for it, gets to it for Lovell. Lovell out in front for O'Neill, too far behind him, and intercepted by KP. Bradley Herndon. Jakes, nice backward kick, but it's headed the other way. Honekamp with some heavy traffic gets a header. KP will go back to set up their offense. They drive one to the left wing, and they send it in. Player coming in. Ball is deflected, and Matthew Honekamp will send it back out to midfield. And Trey Lovell tries to settle it down. It goes to the Panthers at midfield. Costa back for Kane. For Bradley Herndon. Switches legs with the ball. Trey Lovell back to Ben Costa. 5 passes for the Panthers. 6 till back to Lovell. And he finally is blocked. Lovell tries to get on defense now. Gets a leg in there, blocks it, so does Costa. Goes out of bounds, throw in coming here, I believe, for KP. and 5 subs coming in. So Coach Mike O'Neill, the father of Andy O'Neill, empties his bench and puts in 5 new players with 26:40 left in the game. 1-0 Franklin. Kryzak defending and gets a leg on it. He took a hit. He took a hit to a thigh, I believe. He's sort of hobbling off, trying to gather himself. Will Kryzak. I don't think he can go, and the referee hasn't stopped it yet. Kryzak is on one knee. Kryzak is on one knee at midfield. Now the referee calls timeout as Kryzak just went down on one knee. I think he caught one to the midsection. Trainer Jen out to him, and he's going to try to walk it off. Will Kryzak could not go. Took a big hit. Finally, the referee saw it and stopped the play. Clock was stopped with 26:09 to go in the game. And let's see, they're going to give the ball to Franklin. Bradley Herndon will get it from Dennis Luis. Herndon for Kane. Ball goes near the out of bounds line, but the dive there kept in by the Panthers on a beautiful play by Michael Fernandez Martin, who's in the game for Coach Fran Bositis. It is senior night. Costa back for Noah Kane. Gently sends it forward to Matthew Honeygate. Goes between the legs of a defender to Lovell. Hesitation move. The centering ball. Chasing for it, but getting to it first is the goalkeeper, Connor O'Reilly, as Michael Fernandez Martin tried to get to it. Could not in time, and O'Reilly. But it's going to be a corner. So Noah Kane has it set up, and on the wall will be Matthew Honekamp and Michael Fernandez Martin and Trey Lovell and Bradley Herndon. Here's the kick by Kane. It's chipped through and just off of Sinelli, and it goes out and out of bounds. Panthers had a pretty good look at it there. To no avail, and here comes KP with a goal kick by their senior goalkeeper, Connor O'Reilly. He'll just send it softly on the left wing. Heinze Jakes comes in and steals it, but it's now kicked out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in coming by Bradley Herndon right down in front of us. Herndon for Jakes. Back to Bradley. To the middle of the field, but it's taken back the other way and sent over, but intercepted by Will Clausen. Jake's ball is intercepted. Bradley Herndon takes it the other way. And Jakes gets to it for O'Neill. Tried to get it to Honekamp, could not, and Kane goes back and chases it down for the Panthers with under 24 minutes left in the game. Clausen to Andy O'Neill. Jakes battling for it, wins it. He'll float one in the middle of the field, headed there. Panthers can't get to it, and it's going to be kicked. This will be on the sideline, throw-in coming for the Panthers. Good pressure by Franklin. Checking into the game now for Franklin, I believe, is Max Tobin. Going out is Andrew O'Neill. It is Tobin coming in. And it's going to be a corner. No, it's going to be a throw-in for Jakes from the near side. Hanji Jakes. He'll go deep right in front of the goal. It's free. Honekamp couldn't get to it. It's just kicked away. He was a split second late, and KP cleared it. To Sinelli, does a nice job settling the ball down with a lot of spin on it. And he sends it forward. Coming out of goal, Jakes is there, but scooting under him was Connor O'Reilly to make the save. KP back. Under 23 minutes left. Out in front for Iqbal, Turgag Iqbal in the save by Jack Perlman. Again, if you joined us late, Griffin Tolan is out sick today, is not starting. On senior night, out to midfield. Taken back. And KP has another senior starting today was Josh Dunlap. Coach Basitis called him a solid defender. He stays in the air a lot and a great teammate. Also, Connor Brown started, a solid player, good defender. Can play wherever you need him to play. Connor Brown. I think we recapped a little thumbnail sketch on all the seniors on senior night, 10 of them. And also the manager was cited before the game for his contribution. Mike LaRoche, Coach Basitis calls him a good kid. He's played soccer with a lot of these kids, did LaRoche. The kids really like him. He also keeps the book for Coach Basitis. 21-25 left in the game, 1-0. The Panthers holding on to that 1-goal lead. They had it from the 14:27 mark of the first half. There's a blast there off the left leg, but it's controlled by the Panthers. Out it comes to Matt Honekamp. Back for Sinelli. He'll unload. He's got Hansi Jakes there. Jakes tries to get to it. He does a bad angle. He sends it high, and the shot there is a tough shot there by the Panthers. That was attempted by Garrett Scagliarini. He couldn't quite get the ball settled down, so his kick was high and went out of bounds. But a good look, and Jakes almost had a beautiful assist on that play. KP will go back. The hustle here by Michael Fernandez-Martin sends it back to their goalkeeper. O'Reilly, he'll have to kick it out. He does. Pressure coming from the Panthers. Out to midfield, and Sinelli in his popular spot. Back the other way comes KP. They send the ball in, the through ball coming in, and Perlman will come out and make the stop for the Panthers with 20 minutes and 3 seconds left here in the game. 1-0 Franklin. So glad you're with us, fans, on Franklin TV and streaming worldwide on the internet on YouTube. Our staff is here. Our camera operator tonight is Melissa Marchese, and our producer and our director is Chris Leverone. Back for Bradley Herndon. Give and go for Andy O'Neill. Michael Fernandez-Martin, that was. He's got the goal. Can't forget him. Under 20 to go now, as Bradley Herndon will have the throw-in for the Panthers on the near side. Franklin with the number 9 power ranking in the state in all of boys soccer. Back to Will Clausen. Bradley, good pressure. Garrett Scagliarini settles the ball beautifully at midfield. Now it's turned over, though, and kept in play in the offensive zone by KP. Franklin now steals it. Michael Fernandez-Martin passes through on the right wing. Here come the Panthers charging through. Ball by Tobin, and the blast here is the goal! The goal by Trey Lovell, I believe. Trey Lovell, I'm not sure what happened to O'Reilly, but Trey Lovell gets the goal. His ball just kept bouncing in. And Trey Lovell, coach called him an excellent player, a leader, a great captain. And he showed all of that on that play, and he makes the score 2-0. Trey Lovell at 18:41. So the Panthers go almost 40 minutes without a goal. They had one at 14:27, now one here at 18:41. But they lead it 2-0. That's a big goal for the Franklin High Panthers. Trey Lovell gets it. Fitting that he gets it on senior night. Again, Franklin in. This is Wyatt Herndon, and O'Reilly comes out of goal and dives and covers up for KP. And he punts it out. Franklin now with the 2-goal lead, and they send it out of bounds off the leg of Turag Iqbal. And Bradley Herndon will have it back for the Panthers. Another sub coming in the game. It's Noah Kane coming back in. And checking out is going to be Ben Costa. Bradley Herndon with the throw in. Garrett Scagliarini. Throw in coming for the Panthers. This is Bradley Herndon. And it's out of bounds. I believe that's off Wyatt Herndon, or no, they're going to say off of the defender. Herndon, Bradley with the throw in. And the ball is sent back. And this may be a corner here. No, yes, it is a corner. And Trey Lovell just taps it in for Bradley Herndon. He's going to center it up on the right wing. It goes by everybody, and it's going to roll out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in coming on the far side. 16:57 unofficially left here in the game. 2-0 Franklin with the lead. The two rivals, King Philip Regional and Franklin. Of course, I know Mansfield is a big rival for Franklin, but KP, that's their traditional rivalry. The blast here, and the shot is saved by O'Reilly, who just tipped it over the goal. That's going to be another corner for the Panthers. What a blast. And O'Reilly went up for it as high as he could and just tipped it. It just cleared. And let's see, they're going to have Kane take the corner, I believe, for the Panthers. And no, it's but the other side coming through. It's open, and O'Reilly settles it down as the ball was entered quickly on the far side. It was not Kane. And this is O'Reilly with his kick out of the goal crease. Wyatt Herndon slipped as he attempted to go for the ball. Sent ahead. Sinelli does a good job boxing out and wins the box out. Panthers will have it. Matt Honekamp will throw it in for Franklin. He'll drop it for Sinelli, and he'll send one strong to midfield. A lot of spin on the ball. This is Michael Fernandez-Martin with Wyatt Herndon. There's the speed. Herndon, wide, he shoots and he scores! Wyatt Herndon from Michael Fernandez-Martin, and the Panthers lead it 3-0. So Michael Fernandez-Martin, what a game he's had. He's got an assist to go along with his goal. And the Panthers score just about 3.5 minutes after their last goal. They make it 3-0. Beautiful play. And Wyatt Herndon, he's got the speed, but how about the shot, the blast by Herndon? Nothing but net on the nice feed from Michael Fernandez-Martin. 3-0 Franklin. Ball comes through. Opportunity for KP, and it's Costa. The rebound, the save by Perlman. He got the shot off, did KP. Costa thwarted it the first time, but then the shot from close range by William Bowen, and Perlman with his best save of the night. And Perlman will punt it away, a high scraping punt towards the sky, and it's settled down, an offside called against Franklin. 3-0. The Panthers trying to get victory number 11 on the season. Free kick from midfield for KP. Well, Coach O'Neill of KP talked to us before the game. He says, Franklin is skilled from top to bottom, and they can really bring it. They're talented, and I think we've seen that talent on display here tonight. Ball is out of bounds on the far side. It'll go to the Warriors of King Philip. Throw in. Sinelli heads it. Clears a Warrior, and Michael Fernandez-Martin for Garrett Scagliarini. He stops on the dime and blasts one through, and this is going to bring out their goalkeeper, O'Reilly. Connor O'Reilly sends it on the right wing. Under 13 and a half to go here in the game. All the action from Piscini Stadium. Franklin turns it back. Garrett Scagliarini. Franklin with numbers. Trey Lovell holds it. He shoots, he fires, and he scores! Trey Lovell from Garrett Scagliarini. What a blast by Lovell. It's 4-0 from Garrett Scagliarini. Tell you, the fans on hand on senior night enjoying this. This comes 2 minutes and 1 second after the blast by Wyatt Herndon. A similar shot by Trey Lovell. That's his second goal of the night. Lovell with 2, Wyatt Herndon with 1, and Michael Fernandez with a goal and an assist. The assist here to Garrett Scagliarini. This is just fundamentally sound soccer by the Franklin High Panthers. Here comes KP. Down 4-0 here. Here's Lovell for O'Neill. Chipped forward, right in front, but Perlman makes the decision to come out. A wise decision. He rolls it out on the right wing. Good save. Perlman's looked good. Out in front, this is O'Neill. Andrew, he shoots, a save, the rebound, and it goes high by Lovell. He almost had a hat trick, did Trey Lovell. Beautiful save by Connor O'Reilly. He's had some good saves, but 4 balls have gotten through. And it's going to be a throw-in coming for the Panthers. They chip it high. Scagliarini, Noah Kane. Back to Costa. For Lovell, what a game he's had on senior night. The ball comes through, and with it there is Jack Morgan. Morgan enters in the scoring zone. He shoots and he scores. Jack Morgan did it all by himself. He won the race to the ball, and he put one past Perlman, and Jack Morgan, the junior, scores at 11:57 to make it a 4-1 game. KP's Jack Morgan. Franklin back for the kick at midfield, 4-1. So we had 1 goal in the first half, and we've had 4 goals in the first 29 minutes of the second half. This is Connor Brown. It was a beautiful goal by Morgan. We've seen some great shots from quite a ways out, just laser beams heading into the back of the net for both teams. Well, 1 for KP, the other 4 by Franklin. And Lovell goes down, he's fouled. Over to Garrett Scagliarini. 4-1 the score. Kane steals it. Gavin Scagliarini in there. Gavin, a senior. Coach calls him an excellent role player, very well skilled. Knows how to play the game. Who doesn't on this Panther team? Excellent skill set. And Coach Basitis told me before the game, he just likes the fact also that excellent players, excellent kids as well. Takes a lot. He went out of his way to mention that to me. One of the joys of coaching. He's done it. He should know. He's done it for 52 years. 10:31 to go in the game. 4-1. Franklin, so glad you're with us, fans. We're on the internet, on YouTube, and on Franklin TV. Our camera operator tonight, Melissa Marchese, and our producer is Chris Leverone. Franklin will have the throw in on the far side. Lovell headed back The race for it, intercepted beautifully by Costa. This is Ben, gets the ball ahead for Lovell. Trey works it down. Franklin flips the field with the ball ahead for Lovell, too strong. Kicked out though, will be a throw in coming for the Panthers on the far side. We're under 10 minutes to go in the game. Franklin looking for victory number 11 on the season. Power rankings are, we were trying to talk before the game, hard to figure out how they set those up by the MIAA. The short pass on the left wing goes to Costa. It comes back to Ben, and he'll send it forward. And KP will take it the other way to midfield. Sinelli with the stop. And now his partner, Will Clausen, does the same thing for Franklin. Looking ahead for Gavin Scagliarini, can't get to it. And KP will keep it in bounds. Franklin comes in on it and steals it. Connor Brown. Nice play by the Panthers. Garrett Scagliarini, I'm sorry. Hesitation move by his brother, Gavin Scagliarini. He shoots, and the save by O'Reilly. Gavin Scagliarini on senior night almost had a goal for himself. He is a senior, 1 of 10 on the Franklin Panther team. Clausen will lag it back to Costa. It gets through, and now it's going to be kicked out to their goalkeeper, O'Reilly, who has to kick it. He just sends one off his left leg to the right side. 8:18 to go in the game. Almost a steal here. Heavy traffic, and a foul called against Franklin. It'll be KP with a fresh start here. They'll tee it up deep in their own end. 4-1, Franklin with the lead. And a handball, I believe, called against KP. So throw in coming here at midfield. This is Lovell. Michael Fernandez-Martin, he loses it. Out comes KP at midfield. Kane defending. Oh, a nice behind-the-back pass there. That was a beauty by Ian O'Neill. Franklin turns it back, though, the other way. Under 7.5 to go. And Perlman will punt it. He is a strong, strong kicker. To midfield. This is Connor Brown. He sends it away. One player to beat, but Franklin cannot get to it. Now they can. It's Gavin going down. Here is Gavin Scagliarini. Still goes down again. No call again. He went down, stumbled once and went down the second time. KP back with it. And that's going to go out of bounds to the Franklin bench. And a throw in coming here. Some subs coming into the game. Matt Honekamp will re-enter for Franklin. And here's the throw-in for the Panthers. In front, this is Connor Brown. Makes a move. He shoots, and it went over. Connor Brown had his ball tipped away. And this should be a corner, I think, for the Panthers. O'Reilly, Connor Brown right in front of the net. There'll be a corner kick coming for Franklin, and Noah Kane has it in the left side. In front is Connor Brown. Gavin Scagliarini, his brother, Garrett. The ball comes through. It's tipped away. And now the blast there by, I believe that was Josh Dunlap. The senior re-entered the game. And a goal kick coming for KP with 5:25 to go here in the game. Field player sends it. Chipped out by Dunlap. And KP has the throw in at midfield. Franklin still with relentless pressure on the defensive end. Here's Brown with the steal. Connor sends it forward. This is Jakes, but O'Reilly will come out and haul it in. He hauls the roller up to him. And we're at 5 minutes now left in the game. 5 minutes to go. Brown mixing it up. Nice footwork by Brown. Beautiful footwork by Brown to Ben Costa. Hesitation move by Garrett Scagliarini off of KP. Throw in for Scagliarini. And a couple of subs coming in. Bradley Herndon and Max Tobin come in. And going out is Will Clausen and also Garrett Scagliarini. So Costa with the throw in for the Panthers. He goes into the corner. And it's going to go out of bounds off the head of Max Tobin, who just entered. And a goal kick coming for KP. 4-1, Franklin with the lead. Here, this Hockomock League matchup from Piscini Stadium on a beautiful mid-October night. Goal kick coming for KP. The Warriors 4-8 on the season. The Panthers 10-2-1, 8-2-1 in the league. Connor Brown heads it, but it goes backwards. It's going to be picked up in there by Bradley Herndon. KP. It's one thing they haven't done much of is good crisp passing like the Panthers. Here's Costa, unloads for Connor Brown. It's going to go inbounds and now ruled out of bounds, and a throw in the offensive third by Ben Costa. He's waiting. There's 2 balls on the field. Referee saw that and now signals Costa, you're good to go. Sends it in the corner, back out to Kane. Costa with the steal off of his leg out of bounds. Throw in coming for KP. Bradley Herndon with Costa there. They look at each other. Now he sends it back to Sinelli. And Sinelli's ball is blocked by KP. The Warriors with 1 goal tonight. Franklin with 4. Blasted forward up along the field. It's going to run, and O'Reilly will come way out of goal, and he's going to hit a one-timer back to midfield. Kane tried to close, could not. Max Tobin. The Warriors controlling. Good look for the Warriors. And it's stolen by Ben Costa. And his shot is blocked. Costa comes through with it again and sends it up. It's blocked, and they call a foul here. An out-of-bounds play is going to be over to KP. Shot is blocked by Bradley Herndon. Took it right in the chest. And Kane just clears it all the way down. And O'Reilly is going to come way out of goal to stop the ball, and he'll punt it. High punt by O'Reilly. Takes a high bounce. And Kane right there on it. Honekamp can't control it, and it goes on the middle of the field to Ian O'Neill. In the corner it goes. Battle for it there. Franklin defending. Herndon clears it for the Panthers. Franklin with some space. Flying through is Max Tobin. 2-on-2. Tobin with Jakes. He gets it to Jakes. Jakes tried to get it to Tobin. He did. The shot is blocked and cleared away. How about Hansi Jakes going backwards on that backward kick to Tobin? Such skill on display here. It's really a beautiful thing to see. Player down in front of the goal. That's Tobin. He and Jakes were putting on a show, and it was into heavy traffic, and finally it was cleared out of there, and they're going to give a free kick to KP. Time winding down here in the last, we're well under 5 minutes to go. It's probably more like 2 minutes to go. Kane is taken down. He's tackled by Evan Barker, and Kane will have a free direct hit. Let's see what he does with it. Kane waits for the wall to set up on the right. Kane will chip it towards the right for the wall. It's headed there, goes high, tipped again by Tobin, and now cleared by KP. Sinelli sends it back the other way. Jakes runs it down beautifully, makes the save, and the ball is tipped around, still kept in play Jakes comes over, and Dunlap with the steal for Kane. Kane shoots, and he scores! Noah Kane! He scores! Noah Kane with the goal makes it 5-1. Franklin has had some fantastic open field goals. We're under 5 minutes, that's all I can tell you. More like maybe a minute or two left. Noah Kane comes the fourth different Panther to score. Fernandez Martin with one, Lovell with two, Wyatt Herndon with one, and Noah Kane with one. Ball quickly comes upfield. Opportunity for KP. It's blocked, and the Panthers are going to eat some clock here as Gavin Scagliarini will settle it down, and is kicked out of bounds by KP. And there's the double whistle, and the game is over. So Franklin goes out to greet its goalkeeper, Jack Perlman. He did a great job. He's not the normal starter. That's Griffin Tolan, the senior, but Tolan was out sick. The Panthers score one in the first half, and that was the way things stood all the way down to 18:41 in the second half. Then a barrage of goals. Lovell, Herndon, Lovell, and Kane, and sandwiched in there was a goal by Jack Morgan of KP. The Franklin High Panthers go to 11-2-1, and with their 4-goal margin, they'll pick up some extra points in the power rankings. It's capped off at 3, but they won it by 4, and King Philip goes to 4-9 on the season. Some big games coming up for Franklin next week. Franklin will be at Taunton on the 18th, and then they will be home to North Attleboro. But then the week after, 2 big games. Franklin closes out the regular season on the road against number 11 Attleboro, and then the final game against number 17 Milford. Can't wait for all of that, plus next week's games as well. I'd like to thank our camera operator here tonight, Melissa Marchese, our producer and our director. Our technologist is Chris Leverone. This is Pete Royce from Piscini Stadium on the Franklin High campus. The final score for the final time tonight, Franklin goes to 11-2-1. They win it 5-1 over King Philip Regional. Till next